Hey traders, hope everybody survived the carnage today. I'm Jeff Pierce with ZenTrader.ca with a market update, and it's more about the message than it is about the charts, but I do have a few charts I want to share with you. I just want to give an update on my timing signal. It's negative, although it hasn't issued a short signal yet. It's at a point where I thought, let's see here. I thought here it went negative right around here, and I thought it would bounce up maybe here to this level, and I thought that would issue an area where we could get short, be a good risk reward, be back to this trend line. That didn't happen. We just kind of sold off today, and I think we are going to get a bounce in the markets, and I think that will be an opportunity to lighten up on any longs and get short the general market. So my timing signal, it's flipped, but it hasn't issued a sell signal to where I actually print an arrow here, and I think that we'll get that very soon. The markets look decidedly bearish. The Dow, same thing. We broke this trend line here. This is why I think we're going to bounce. I drew a trend line here, and we came all the way down to that, and we kind of just stalled. We've had a pretty big move, 500-point move off of this key resistance level. So we're probably going to maybe just stall here and then head back up somewhere between 13,270 and 13,350. And I think that that's going to be probably it for the markets. I think we're probably going to roll over, and I don't really forecast how far we're going to head down, but things are looking pretty rough. But at the same time, sentiment is really bearish out there, so it could be some cause for like I said, for the markets to bounce up. And then the other thing I want to talk about is the TSX. It had issued a buy signal, and we rallied. And right about now, it's kind of in the same boat. It's issued a sell signal, but it hasn't gone up enough to where I feel a good short risk reward to risk opportunity has presented itself. And so therefore, and when I say my timing signal has switched, that's really a time that you don't want to be buying stocks long. If you're an inexperienced trader, I think it's really a time that you want to be looking to unload your losers. You want to be looking to sell any other remaining longs that you have on any up move, and be looking for maybe a short on an ETF with the general markets. I don't really like shorting individual stocks a whole lot, just because it's so risky, especially this time of the year because of earnings. But I will be advising those of you on my free newsletter when I see a good risk reward to get short the general markets. So with that being said, things are looking pretty rough out there, and unless the Fed's got some magic bullet it's going to pull out of its hat tomorrow, the surprises, the earnings surprises the majority of them have been on the downside. The general markets have just not been responding well to a whole lot of anything, and you can see, all these charts, they seem like they're turning. Same thing here on the Dow. NASDAQ, this is such a decidedly strong area of resistance that the fact that we made a lower high and then sold, I thought this might provide support, but no. Today really was it. It broke through some really key resistance levels. Found some short-term area of support, but I don't really expect this is going to last too much. So unless we see a massive risk, I think last week I was saying that Monday and Tuesday had to be a really strong day to the upside to prevent the markets from slipping into some kind of midterm correction, and it just doesn't look like that's going to happen at this point. So you need to plan accordingly. All right, guys, have a good evening.